This weekend, you can lace up your running shoes and walk for a great cause. The nonprofit Cancer Awareness and Resource Network is holding its first ever Colors for Cancer Race for Resources. The event will raise money to help people fighting cancer right here in Michigan, help them take care of their bills and their everyday needs. And here to tell us more about it is Keith White, president and founder of the Cancer Awareness and Resource Center, and Tony Stovall, who is a cancer survivor. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Keith, tell us a little bit about your organization. What are you guys sort of focused on?
Well, first of all, Colors Cancer Awareness and Resource Network was birthed out of a situation. And so my wife years ago was diagnosed with originally, she was diagnosed with a severe case of gas, only to find out later that she was diagnosed, she was in her third stage of ovarian cancer.
Wow.
And so we started the organization looking at the difference between cancer research and cancer resources. And so we know that cancer research gets about $5 billion every year. Now, that's not my numbers, that's the World Health Organization's numbers. But when it comes to cancer resources, the resources are very scattered. So we wanted to focus in on the resources to help people right here, right now.
And you're doing this in part with the Colors for Cancer Race for Resources.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the race.
So the Colors of Cancer Race for Resources, what that is most people think that the color of cancer is pink. But pink is the color of breast cancer.
Okay.
Every cancer has its own color. For instance, if you're talking about lung cancer, that color is white, and prostate cancer is powder blue. Colon cancer is dark blue. And so every cancer has its own color, and we want to highlight that on June the 3rd.
Because I would imagine every cancer, of course, takes a different toll on the body and has a different struggle. Tony, tell us a little bit about your battle with cancer. First of all, where are you now? How are you doing?
Well, actually, I have been cancer-free for the last 2 years.
Congratulations.
I was diagnosed with prostate cancer probably about 6 or 7 years ago. And what I decided that at that particular time, I wanted to be a cancer advocate. And Keith happened to be a very good friend of mine. And I think it was last year, I emceed kind of a fashion show we did and showing the colors of cancer, and everybody wore different colors. And Keith is absolutely correct. I had prostate cancer, and you tend to know about the pink is breast cancer and light blue is prostate cancer. But it was so eye-opening when I went to his event to see all the different colors of cancer. And it just elevated my interest in trying to make sure that I want to make sure that people understand prostate cancer is survivable. 98% can survive. But the main thing I want, especially African-American men, to go out and get a physical and save your own life and save the lives of your family.
All right. And tell us a little bit about your struggle with cancer. You mentioned you were diagnosed 6 years ago. You've been cancer-free for the past 2 years.
Right.
What are some of the methods that you use to survive during that 4-year period where you had to wonder how things were going to turn out?
Well, I had a form of robotic cancer, the machine causes very little scar tissue and less bleeding, and therefore you can cure and heal much sooner. And I couldn't emphasize enough that I wanted to make sure a lot of African-American men in particular are afraid to go to the doctor for various reasons, historically, how black men have been treated in the service and how they would actually given some diseases. So I want to make sure that men know that you can beat this thing, and as good Christian brothers, we know that God is the final answer, and we know He can save me, He can save anyone. And
the first step is to find out if you have it by going and getting it checked out.
I want to do a shout out to my wife, because she's the first one that noticed that, honey, I think things are different, and maybe you need to go get a physical. And she's been talking about that for a little while. And finally I went, and when we went, I did have prostate cancer.
What's her name?
Vanessa Stovall, my hero.
Vanessa Stovall, thank you for saving Tony's life. Tell us a little bit about before we go, the event is Saturday. Where does it take place?
It takes place in River Rouge, and registration starts at 7:30 a.m. The race will start promptly at 9 a.m. And just come on out. If people want to register, they can go to our website at www.carn.co, not com.
.co, not .com, .co. Thank you so much, Keith White. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
And Tony Stovall, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with the check of weather.